Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm just gonna do a really quick video on a little prop duo that I made over the course of yesterday and today. Just really quick, simple stuff and stuff that you can do, and I can explain how you can do it. And I mean, it's really cool stuff. The first thing I'm gonna start with is this thing right here. It's just kind of like a skull, kind of like dead body type of thing that I made. I don't know. It's just kind of like, just like mark territory or whatnot. But this is just a skull that I got out of my skull tote, and I did a little bit of wet brushing and dry brushing. If you don't know how wet brushing and dry brushing works, you can look up tons of tutorials on how to do it, probably on YouTube. But I just did it with some brown and black, and I think maybe a little tiny bit of red paint. And then I took some creepy cloth. This is the white creepy cloth that you get for $1 at the Dollar Tree. I usually get like 5 packs of it every year because it's so cheap, probably more. But I took this and I put it, I'll show you. I took just a piece of plywood that I had, and I laid it on that piece of plywood, and I just dry brushed it. And I just did dry brushing. And I did it with red, green, and brown. Red, green, and brown. And so it's kind of like a swampy, blood-stained, dirt kind of thing that I went for. And then I took this metal spike that I had here. You can see there's a sharp end on it. I couldn't tell you what it was originally used for, but I figure I can just put a hole inside the head, right? And then just stick it on there, and then it sticks in the ground, and it stays. And I had some spare just prop bones here, and I did a little bit of dry brushing on them again with the brown and the black, just to give it a little bit of a ruined texture. And the creepy cloth is kind of falling off of here. I tore a bunch of holes inside the creepy cloth as well, just to give it, again, just kind of like an aged weather look. But the only downside is that it kind of falls off sometimes. But obviously I've been handling it a lot. But yeah, we can fix the rest of that later. But pretty cool for now. And the next thing I want to talk about, I always incorporate this guy into my haunted houses every year, and I always come up with a new way to do it. Last year he was a singer. The year before that, I honestly can't remember what I had him do. I think he was just sitting on a chair and just a normal kind of thing. But this year, I've had this green kind of woven checkered thing for 9 years, 8 years easy, and it is so multi-purpose, it's amazing. And I just have it covering an old lawn chair that isn't really very stable anymore. This guy's pretty light. And I dressed this guy up about 4 or 5 years ago in just some old clothes that didn't fit me, right? And obviously, this shirt is a little too kiddish for what I'm doing this year, so I just covered it in some creepy cloth. And I mean, that covers it up pretty good, and he's got some jeans here. And I made, out of like a piece of index card, a little mock cigar thing, with some paint and stuff. So he's just kind of like the old man sitting in the lawn chair type of character this year. He's probably just going to be sitting outside of the garage, or outside, the garage is going to be the haunted house this year. Maybe, I don't know, I kind of don't want to put him on the porch. I want him to be pretty visible. But, he's going to be kind of out of the way. I originally was going to have him in a wheelbarrow with some hay, but I saw the lawn chair, and I saw all the possibilities of doing it like this, so I decided it would be a pretty cool idea. But yeah, I just duct taped that index card cigar on there. By the way, it's kind of hard to see with the light, but that's what I did. But yeah, just a quick little video on just some really easy stuff that I made. You know, this is something you can make. You can get the skeletons. The skeletons I use are really old. I've had them for years and years and years. So long that I don't even know where I got them. But you can get something similar to this skeleton at a Home Depot or a Spirit or a Lowe's. Those are the best places to find them. Home Depot and Lowe's will probably be a little bit cheaper. I believe the Home Depot has some pretty good looking skeletons this year, so I would definitely check that out. But yeah, just a quick video explaining some quick prop ideas. Again, I did it over the course of 2 days. I put overall maybe 2 or 2.5 hours of labor into it. You know, just letting the paint dry and stuff like that, and blending paint because I did some blending for some of it. But yeah, just really easy, simple stuff, and you know, stuff you can get for really cheap. I mean, overall for this whole get out, if you make the old clothes free, you've got the creepy cloth for $1, then the skeleton for maybe $15, so that's like $16 thing, and then the skull maybe costs $2-3, $1 for the creepy cloth. The poles, if you can consider that free, and then a couple extra bones aren't even really necessary. Then you can just use whatever paint you have lying around. Spray paint would be really good too, because if you just go over it really lightly, just it kind of creates a kind of similar dry brushing type of thing, but I recommend just using an old paintbrush and just dry brushing it. But yeah, quick video on some quick props. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you with the next prop build.